Hi, there's lots of different stamps on the market. So let's go through and talk about some of the ones you're going to see, what some of their advantages are, and how you would use them. First of all, probably the most common one you see is a wood-mounted rubber stamp, where you have the image in rubber, there's a layer of foam, and then it's placed on a wood block. Now the advantage of this is you get a very cushy and firm stamp image because you're pressing down, you have that foam that kind of absorbs the pressure. One of the things about this though is it does take up more space to store because you have this wood block that needs to be placed someplace. But again, provides a nice clean image. The detail is very lovely on this rubber. Okay, another one you're going to see are what we call acrylic or clear stamps. Now there's two different types of clear stamps. One is a photopolymer and one is acrylic. The difference is the thickness of the surface that they're using. So if you peel off your stamped image, you'll see that it's clear, totally clear. It has a solid, smooth back to it, and then it has your design. You do need to have a clear acrylic block that you can place this image on for stamping purposes. That way you have a surface that holds it, you ink it up, you press it down. A big advantage of this, as you look down, you can see exactly what it is you're going to be stamping. They are very easy to store because they are very thin. You'll see they don't take up a lot of space. There's lots of different options for storing them. Some of these can be expensive, some of them can be inexpensive. It depends on whether they're acrylic or photopolymer. And it really just, the photopolymer gives you a little bit crisper stamped image because it can do more detail than the acrylic. But the acrylic is a cheaper option and allows you to get those clear stamps and kind of embrace the stamping, because sometimes it's a little harder to get excited about stamping when you're using these rubber ones. You can't see where it's going. So clear stamps are a good option. Third kind, is what we call cling stamps. Now this is kind of a combination of the wood-mounted rubber stamp and the acrylic stamps because it's not mounted on wood, but it still has the foam and the rubber. So you're getting that detail cut into your rubber. You have the cushion of the foam, but you also are putting it on a clear block so you can see the basic area that you're stamping. You have that outline. So it's cut very close to what you're actually going to be stamping. Also, it's very easy to store because it's thin, so it's not taking up a lot of space. And you do get those clear, beautiful designs stamped with them. Now another stamp you may not see as much, but you will see, is these roller ones, where you have a roller design, and the idea is that you're going to roll your design. There's a little bit of a catch to this. You do need to put the ink in. You don't want to store this with the ink or it will dry out. So to do that, you pop out the roller, you get your ink, and you'll see that this is a little bit of a roller top to it. And I'm just going to slide this into my stamp holder. So the nice thing about this is you get one roller base and you can have multiple of these. So they don't take up a ton of space, but they do take up a significant amount of space. But you only need one of your handles. You can have multiple of these. Once I get my ink on, then I'm just going to stamp this back in. And as I want to ink, I'm just going to push this forward and it's going to self-ink itself. And I can roll with it. When I'm done, then I just snap it back. I pop out this and I push forward my ink and put the lid back on it. You do want to make sure that when you store this, you store it with the lid in place so that it doesn't dry out. So a wide variety of stamps you're going to see out there, whether they are rubber, clear, or rollers. Any of them will give you some great designs on your projects. Have fun creating.